Hello, my name is Kelly Odell. I'm a public speaker, a management educator, and author. In the following series of short video clips, I'm going to be presenting you with my 10 commandments for imperfect leaders, based on my book, The Human Way. I thought it might be good to start by explaining a little bit of the premises that the book, The Human Way, is based upon. I might even just start by explaining the title. In my working life, I've been a manager for 2 people, and I've been manager for thousands of people. Already from my first job, I think I was not 30 years old yet when I got my first management position, and I had 2 people working for me. Well, actually, shortly after I started as a manager for this group, one of them quit. For about the first 9 months, I was the manager of 1 person. And already from the very start, I wanted to be a good manager. I went to courses, I read books, I went in for it with all my energy to become a really good manager. The more I learned about leadership, the more disappointed I became in my own ability to lead. And this is kind of strange because actually I was doing a pretty good job. What was it I wanted to do as a leader? I wanted to achieve good results. I wanted the people that worked for me to enjoy working with me. I wanted my managers to think that I was good at my job. And as it turns out, I did achieve good results. My managers promoted me, which I interpreted as a sign that they were satisfied with my work. And if you can trust employee satisfaction surveys, it seemed like the people that were working with me enjoyed working with me. But I just felt this growing dissatisfaction with my ability to lead. And then the idea came up with me. Maybe the problem isn't only with me. Maybe all the leadership training I'd had, all the books I'd read, created wrong expectations. So I went back to the books. You know what I found out? I found out that the books didn't say that it was okay to be so stressed out at work sometime that you forgot to say hi when you passed someone in the hallway. They didn't say that it was okay to go through a divorce or some other kind of life crisis and not be at the top of your game at work. In fact, the book said you shouldn't do those things. And I started thinking, this knowledge that we're being taught is just far too utopian. And I thought, well, what should we do then so that a normal guy like me can also be a great leader? And I started rethinking leadership, and I started working with this idea of the human way. And now there's a couple of things that we have to think about regarding the book. And one is that I argue very strongly that leadership is learned skills. Now there are a lot of people out there that think that you're born a leader. But I argue that leadership is a learned skill. That's not to say that some of us might be born with certain characteristics that make it easier for us to learn leadership, just like some people are born with more musical skills or more athletic ability. But everyone can be a better leader if they want to, if they apply themselves and work at it. That's the first premise. The second premise is there are no easy recipes. We live in a time when everyone is selling easy solutions. Ideally, you should cook everything down to 3 steps. If you go into a newspaper stand, there are magazines that will tell you that 3 steps for a better souffle, 3 steps for a better golf swing, 3 steps for a better marriage or a better sex life. But life just isn't that easy. Each and every one of us is unique. Each and every one of us has a unique set of skills and weaknesses. Not only that, each one of us is thrown into a unique set of situations. So that doesn't mean we can't learn from each other. We can share ideas, we can learn, but we have to internalize things and we have to adapt them to our own situation. So if you think about this, these following 10 commandments, although they sound like I'm contradicting myself, each of these commandments is more something to reflect upon. Each and every one of you will have to adapt to your own skills, your own situations, and figure this out for yourself. But I hope these 10 commandments can help you.